Adam has to come clean. Because last time on the Sitch and Adam show, Adam accused Sitch of stealing his fancy words. He said that every time he starts using a new, interesting, cool sounding fancy word, Sitch immediately copies him and starts using that word as well. Now, I have the transcripts, I looked at the transcripts, and I can tell you who is right and who is wrong. Now, before we get into that, what is that word? We will see a short clip.
Not true. Like the last
Okay.
the last one that I did, I got from reading, and I was like, that's a badass word. Why don't I say that word more? Voluminous. And ever since I started saying voluminous, I
say voluminous all the time. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I say these words like regularly whenever they come up, and you're like, oh, well, I just read this word in a book, and now I'm saying it. Sitch must have copied it from me.
What you're saying is completely untrue.
Okay. Okay.
I remember reading in the book voluminous and thinking, I'm going to use that word more often. So I literally wrote down voluminous on my desk here. I don't remember you saying voluminous on any show.
It's a word I'm aware of. It's a word I've used. I know I've used it.
I've never heard you use it.
So if we can find an instance where Sitch said the words way before Adam ever read that book, we know for a fact that what Adam just said is not true. So guys, if you're watching this right now, Sitch and Adam has to make a statement. Now, he must state when was the time he wrote that down. How long is it ago that he read that word? Because we will now see the first time the word was used on stream. And who said it first? Here we go. It is Quinton Reviews Hamilton Isn't Woke Enough, show 96. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay.
That's really stupid and wrong. Okay. Unlike the pharaohs of ancient times, lots of the founding fathers wrote voluminous journals and correspondence that are all documented.
Don't come here and say, well, he said voluminous and not
voluminous.
We know that's the word that he meant. That is the word that shows up in the transcripts. His pronunciation is a little bit off, but still he used that word first. And Adam didn't correct him. So he didn't correct his pronunciation, which let us assume that he didn't know it as well. Right? He didn't know the word. And if you don't believe me, if you say, well, you know, maybe if Sitch makes a mispronunciation, Adam would just go along because he's a nice guy. Well, let's look at the second clip. The second time use of the word voluminous on stream.
They would basically tell Twitter, I want you to search for this, and then Twitter would give them some massive batch of emails, you know, that had to do with that search query.
Okay,
and it'd be so voluminous.
Voluminous is the word.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, as you see, in the first stream, the first time the word was being used, Sitch was pronouncing it wrong, right? But Adam is not correcting him. So we can assume that Adam, at that point in time, doesn't know the word. So I would totally believe that, you know, Adam found that word, wrote it down before March 2023. But definitely he did not know the word 3 years ago. So Sitch officially said the word voluminous first 3 years ago. Yeah, I hope that clears it up. Definitely Sitch knew that word, Adam did not, and that's fine.